Hello, this is the Brass Love One Healer Tarot. Hello, this is the Brass Love One Healer Tarot now here on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to do this video. So I'm going to put breaks in between as far as the video. So whichever one go with you, take it. If all of it goes together like it's one story, take it. Okay, so let's just flow. These is for hearing because something was all about money. So let me just say, so far, ears is for hearing for somebody, because somebody was playing the lottery for a chance to win, but they was not winning, right? Because it was all about money. What are you willing to do to save yourself? So what was that person willing to do to save that person's self? Because it was all about money. But ears was meant for the person to hear, but the person didn't use the person's ears to hear. So somebody was doing something within 24 to 48 hours, working hard on it. Okay, the next card is somebody explained what needed to happen during that time period. It was going to stand for what they believe in, and they wasn't going to deter from it. Okay, because somebody was trying to mold you, well, you was trying to mold someone, so I got to take it whichever way. And somebody was going to pull out their best glasses for a situation, right? Because somebody want to spend some time and listen to some old music or just some kind of comfortable music and celebrate some kind of way, a situation. Somebody might tell you they want to cherish you, right? Or want you to cherish them like they cherish you. Take it however. And bring the money together, the cha-chang, right? Because somebody might want to reconcile with you, right? Tell you that. Peel off the layers, like pull off any negative, stuff about a situation and fix things, right? But you solid. Somebody might tell you maybe to go book a flight, or maybe the person going to go book a flight. If not book a flight, buy a ticket to go somewhere and travel. So we got number 314, and you can just turn it around to whatever number. Okay? The next card is everyone is different. And somebody gotta accept and know that everybody is different, right? Everyone. Why did he have my children? So somebody had somebody's children, and somebody gonna have to pay on a car until it's paid for by next month. Because somebody gonna be motivated to do their chores in a situation. Because somebody need money for school, for college, for whatever they need money for. But they're going to have to put their all in it. Or somebody did put their all in it. So we got number 31, number 13. Somebody was taken out of the house. Whoever it might be. It could be children. It don't have to be. Okay. Say you lost your child. So somebody had somebody's children or took somebody's child or children or whatever this is. So somebody was a wonderful dreamer, dealing with the carousel. Somebody might have took the children to the circus, to the fair, to the park, to the beach, whatever this is, right? But he or she says that the person is innocent, that the person is not guilty. So somebody wants something in print. When you want something in print to prove something, or somebody wants something in print from you to prove something, and the other person feel like, silly boy, silly girl, you don't believe me? So somebody wants something in print as far as something, right? Maybe taking the children out of the house, or just whatever this is, right? So we got number 38 or 82. This is fine. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, somebody talked about something that's tangible, money or whatever, and was handling it in a discreet manner. Okay. So we got number 11, number 108. So we got some energy seekers that need to get away from you, or you need to get away. And you the energy seeker. Take it however it goes. Everything for you is ahead of you. But do you want it, or do somebody else want it? Nobody's problem but your own. If you're eating too much salt, or if you're being salty towards someone or someone you. Right? So if you on whatever side you on, take it, okay? I'm just going to say you. So if it's not you, it's the other way around, okay? So you want to think on how to get started, even start in a situation, right? Being dedicated to the craft, and you in it to win, right? So when you took my son or my daughter, you took my heart, I'm hurt. So somebody took somebody's son or daughter in whatever way. Somebody was tortured since their childhood for a gift, right? So, what is this? Number 11. Okay. So we have that. We dealing with a jack of all trades that had continued abuse. Is what he is, right? Don't leave dad out. I'm going to get some help. So somebody need to get some kind of help. Let's say don't leave dad out. So we got a dad that need to get some help, or a dad that need to get some help, or somebody got to get some help, but they need to include dad or whatever this is, a father figure. Okay, we dealing with something, money. Somebody going to ask about money or property. Okay, so we have with this one. Somebody treated somebody like trash. But a plan had many leaves. You can go here, you can go there, you can work here, there, move here or there, work here, there. You don't have to stay stuck somewhere where a person mistreats you. So get out while you can, because this person don't care, don't love you, don't care, and it could be a job, relationship, whatever it may be, okay? So somebody gonna change up, or did change up. Temperance, the change of the time. Somebody changed up in some kind of way of being, from evil to nice, from drug addict to non-drug addict, from drunk to non-drink, or whatever the change happened with somebody. They changed from this to that. Okay, you grounded, and somebody might have took you as a pushover, right? So you're going to be taking a breath, and then you're going to just scratch it, because only you will know, right? Certain things, right? Whatever it may be. We got number 543. So we got 43 again, 34, then back to back, the same number. So you got an adopted family that did something, whatever it might be. Adopted family. Don't have to be real adoption. It could be somebody you call your family. Your friends can be like your family, depending on who you are. Your friends, the neighbors, whoever it is, or adopted family, a real adopted family, okay? People you take on, okay? Pleasing your boss is not good. Always, God says so. Because God says, what's this in shopping? You got a problem, or somebody got a problem with you, you're going to have a watchful eye for a telephone code, telephone number, or somebody else. Okay? Because maybe somebody cold towards you, or you cold towards someone who need to filter it, or you need to filter it, or some kind of way you're going to receive some kind of stone. You know, like a diamond, a stone. Okay? Okay, somebody was black shaming you and it was so exaggerated. Well, you did that to someone. Right? Because you want to know, do somebody love you? Somebody who is familiar to you, right? You might like the color orange or the person. Okay, so you're going to have to turn yourself in, or somebody you know. Somebody like the color pink, maybe. Let me see. You might be popular, somebody else might be popular. Okay. You might ask for a ride from somebody, or somebody might ask you for a ride. Some kind of way. You might be going somewhere that you're dealing with a certain floor. The 5th floor, the 2nd floor, the 1st floor, whatever floor it is. Okay? Because you on a journey for lost money. That's money that's out there that belongs to you that you're going to get, okay? Today, you need work, or somebody you know need work. So, is he or she a good mate? A good mate, a good boss, a good friend. Put anybody in his place if it's not a mate. A good sister, a good boss, a good co-worker, whoever it is, if it's not a good mate, okay? If not, you're going to have to cast this person over. It was roadblocks some kind of way, but you and this person, you might deal with some wooden stool somewhere, wherever they may be, okay? So, you cheating yourself out of a good life for this person. We got the same mother, what happened? So, if it's a sibling, you got the same mother. If it's a boss, you work at the same job, you know. If you people who live in a neighborhood, you know, you live in the same neighborhood, whoever this is, because some kind of way you're going to have to scratch it, or you did scratch it. And you're going to put the candle out, or you did put the candle out. But this person wants you to light the candle, but you put the candle out, right? Okay, so is college needed? Is more experience needed, or whatever it is in this lifetime for you in a situation? Because you deal with somebody who don't want no more ain'ts out of you, or so what's out of you. Because you was picking people in the order of, or this person. Don't have to be Middle Eastern. It could be any color people, right? It could be your same race. This just stands for, you know, people, whoever they are, right? But somebody's picking certain people by race, by class, whatever they was picking them. If they gay, if they straight, or whatever they was trying to determine, right? Somebody toward you, or you toward somebody. So we got number 36, 63. Why didn't you tell me in time what was happening? Somebody want to know, why didn't you tell a person in time what was happening? Because you want God to help you, God will help you if you ask. You want God to help you right now. You want to ask God to help you right now. Or somebody want to know why didn't you tell a person that something was happening. Because it say I'm ready to quit. But somebody already quit. Okay? So we have, you might take tranquilizers, or you might have anxiety some kind of way outside, or on a porch, or out front, or whatever it may be. We got number 6. So your sister by your mother. So you might have a sister that's by your mother. Or you might have a sister that act like your mother. Or let's just see something. Here we got another sister card. Let me take this. You're going to have to go get the help you need. Or your sister going to have to get the help she need. Or, let's see what it says. I miss my sister and I think of her. So you might have a sister that you miss and you think of her. She might have to go get the help she needs if she needs some help for some kind of situation, whatever it may be. Okay, let's just go. Okay, so we have right here that something pierced the surface. Let's see. A warrant is taken out, or a warrant is coming some kind of way. Or somebody warned somebody or something, right? Number 9. Okay. You have an adopted mom. So somebody have an adopted mother, somebody, whoever it may be. Okay. Okay, so I will see the best in you. Somebody gonna see the best in you, or you somebody. Or somebody wants you to. And be mindful. Okay, so somebody getting chills, anxiety, losing a baby, hurt my heart. So somebody lost their baby, lost their child in general, lost their baby, however they lost their child or baby. So somebody gonna be dealing with a room that have a lot of cups, like for coffee, tea, water, waiting room of some sort, or whatever it is, someplace where you can actually drink something, right? Because somebody gonna be talking to the upstairs man and gonna jump up and get it for the person's self and talk to the upstairs man. Maybe as far as looking for their child. If not that, something else, I guess, whatever it may be. Okay, is your wife loving this occur? So, or is your husband loving this occur? So we have somebody who wife might be loving this occur, or might not be, or husband. Somebody might like the color purple. Somebody might need to get ready to do some meditation, or they already did. Okay, let's just see. So with this one right here, this is the church card. So this is church, but I can make it a job too. But that means with this card that somebody's brother got murdered during church hours. And we know church hours are different times. Church is in the evening, church is in the morning time. Sometimes it depends on what church you're dealing with. So somebody's brother got murdered during church time. If not their brother, any male in the family, whoever it may be. Any male, okay? Church hours, work hours, whatever time. Okay, a man might say something to you and you're going to tell him to leave you alone. Name could be George, don't have to be George, okay? Whoever he is, okay? So, I'm hurt. I can't see her again or him again. So somebody is hurt because they can't see her again or him again. Maybe the person who was killed right here during church hours, or maybe a female up here, a child up here, girl maybe up there, or a guy or male right here that was killed during church time, or if not those, whoever, somebody, and they taking pills because they can't see somebody again. if the person didn't die, they still can't see the person and they taking something, right? So this person need to get strong and need more self-esteem. So this person made a choice as far as the campground. That means home, okay? Made some kind of choice about the home because this person was hanging. This person was hanging somebody on a door rack, or hung somebody on a door rack, or was hanging something period on a door rack. Any kind of clothing, or just was hanging somebody on the door rack. And that just simply means seeing a person once in a while, whenever. Follow me? Need it. Okay, and then we got ice cream, somebody who was sweet. Follow me? And if we dealing with somebody who lost their child up there, they might used to eat ice cream with the child. I can take it that way. So let's just see. Now that's a batch right there. So I'm going to stop it and we're going to do another one. Okay, we back. Let's just see. Oh, shucks. We got 2 cards that I'm going to have to put these up here with this group then. How about that? I hear Millersville. Millersville? Millersville. Is it a such thing as Millersville? Let me see. I hear Millersville. Or is that on one of my cards? I don't know. I'm hearing it. Let me just look. Oh, Millersville. Bear with me. Okay, yes. Okay, Millersville. Okay, community in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. Okay. Millersville. I hear it, Millersville. Okay, I might live there. But this message is for women. But anyway, let's just go some more. Whoa. First one is a stepdad. He is doing what a real dad should be doing. And that is a good thing. So we have a stepdad that tries to be the dad that's needed for a child, right? Because the real father is not in place some kind of way. So we have a brother is a thorn, and later he will become a thief, right? It's a family secret. It has been hidden a long time and it need to come out. So we have that somebody painting a picture, but they need to paint the picture the right way. Use every fire sign one to paint that picture. Some of the Leo, center of attention, some of the Sage, adventurous, and some of that Aries, the leader. Okay, when they paint the picture, paint it right. Don't have just what you want to make the picture, paint it the right way. Put every one up in there that belong in it when you're painting a picture of a situation. So we're going to put it right here. So we have right here, a mother's love won't quit. And she just going to do it in a situation because we got a father that's not in place or wasn't in place, and the stepdad is doing what the father have to do. So a mother's love don't quit, and she just gonna do it because we got a mother who some kind of way her child was shot and she wondered if it's her fault, right, about that situation, right? Because the father wasn't in place. We got a stepfather, but the real father ain't in place maybe between 6 p.m., 6 a.m. So we have being a best friend means you got to be honest with people, no holding things back. You don't sit there and let them get away with this and get away with that. If they wrong, they wrong. So somebody want to pin you down, right, in a situation, but you know your rights, right? one friend tells the other friend everything that you say, right? Your friend slept with your guy, with your gal, with your girl, with your gal, or with your guy, right? So somebody's real hot with you, right? And they mean it, whoever it may be. So a son or a daughter is dealing with a school issue, if not a school issue, a work issue, or a neighborhood issue, or whatever's going on. Maybe they being bullied. You need to check on them. Maybe they being bullied by a classmate or whatever's going on, right? Or it says right here that she got plenty of warnings before. Grandma gonna call CPS or just gonna call in on a mother some kind of way, right? But the mother feels she knows her rights, or the grandma feels she knows her rights, because maybe the mother feel like the grandma's trying to pin her down. She just trying to hold her responsible as far as to take care of her kids, I guess. So these are different stories you hear me saying. So they in different piles I'm putting them in. So we got the friend again. So anything as far as the friend, my friend tore my life apart. All of these are pink. They are the friend cards, right? Okay, make sure you tell your children if anyone do anything to them, let you know, because a stepdad had or still is touching your daughter. So we got a stepdad that's touching your daughter, touching somebody's daughter, doing what the father won't do as far as caring for the child, but evidently we got a stepdad who's touching on the child. Just because he's giving money and feeding your child don't mean he's going to be putting his hands on your child the wrong way, or period. Okay, friends are put on a pedestal that they don't deserve to be on. Okay, so our uncle picks on you, but you really don't know why. There's a reason, though. You got to find out why. Because he is really hot and mad with you, and he mean it. So when painting that picture up there, you might paint a picture between 5:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. about somebody, or actual paint a picture like it says, right? So we have, you must have let go of a friend that betrayed you. Don't keep holding on to a person who betrayed you and still trying to say, that's my friend. You're a glutton for punishment. Okay? Up here. We have right here, you're going to have to sit down and settle a situation with any in-laws of yours, right? And able for you to bring some peace. So we got an aunt that's very jealous, or uncle right here, right? Everyone knows about her that she's really jealous, right? About the situation, right? So to stop you from growing your dreams, you got a sister that causes problems for you, right? But sisters supposed to be like friends to each other, right? But this one is not. So friends are not forever. What this card says, friends are not forever. So we got your aunt or your uncle, whichever one of them like to dish it out. Might live in Detroit. Might just do a bunch of talking. So an unknown enemy comes in the form of a friend to you, right? So you're going to juice it up, some food, or do some kind of drinking. Because today is not promised to you, right? So you may phone home, or somebody might phone you. Seasonal, holiday time, graduation time, or whatever it might be. So we have that. I can't wait to make it right. So if we have over here with the grandma and the mother, maybe the children getting taken away some kind of way, the grandma is getting in the middle of it, and the children might get taken away. But the grandma feel like she know her rights. She a grandma, so she can put her mouth in it. The mother feel like she getting pinned down, because if the grandma puts social services and people like that in it, it messes her up. But grandma feel like she know her rights, right? I can't wait to make this right. So we have the mother of the children want to make it right now, or the grandma going to make it right because she's going to go and do some talking on her daughter. Hug each other now. Will we have it? So over here, we have a situation where a mother, son, or let me see, whichever son or daughter got shot some kind of way, and she wondering if it's her fault because the father not in place in this situation, right? Okay. A mother's love won't quit. So they gotta hug each other right now. Will we do it? The rest of the family, or her and the stepfather, or whoever, right? And God said, just do it, right? Between 6 o'clock a.m., 6 o'clock p.m., maybe the child was shot, or maybe the hugging gonna happen, right? Some kind of way. And over here, you heard me say that we got a stepdad that's taking the place of a real father and providing everything, but he touching on the daughter. Get what I'm saying? And if that's happening, you got to tell your children when you bring a man or whoever in your house, or any person, period, whoever it is, if somebody touching on them, they need to come to you and let you know right away, okay? And we had a middle one is, you have like a brother, or somebody have a brother that is a thorn, right? Later on, he became a thief, or he will become one. It has been hidden, and it's time for it to come out. Because the family got a secret, maybe that he a thief, maybe he a thorn, or whatever it is that needs to come out. So you might have a child that's being bullied at school, school issues, or if not at school, somebody in the neighborhood, or whatever this is, a daughter or a son, or whoever's getting bullied by somebody, okay? Well, you got to bring back the peace, because it's a family secret as far as something, and evidently you can bring back the peace. So you need to sit down and settle this situation with your in-laws, okay? So your brother hates you, or somebody brother hates them. You hate your brother hates you, or whoever this is, right? And knows, and you know why, but it says, and you know why, but will you heal his wounds? Because he got wounds himself, whoever this brother is, right? So we have with this card, stepdad dislikes the real dad because he never around. The stepdad had to provide for the man's kids, right? And over here with the shooting over this side, right? Because we got a child getting touched over there, a female, or if not a female, say a daughter though, but whoever it is, girl, boy, or female. Then we got over here, a child got shot in the street some kind of way by somebody, somewhere. And I feel the real dad is in place over here. Let me see something. No, the real dad ain't in place over here. We got a stepdad over here with the shooting situation. But the real dad, the stepdad dislikes the real dad. Because you know how sometimes real dads come around, they think they own the place because their child in the house. But they barely even buy their child anything to eat, but they want to come and be in charge. Okay, a friend can help you. You got to ask him or her. So this is the friends, right? Your friend wants your gal or your guy, right? Because friends is an unknown enemy that comes in the form of a friend that you have. Friends may not be forever, God says. You got a sister that really supposed to be your friend because that's your sister, but she causes trouble for you. Okay, to stop you from growing your dreams, God says. So friends are put on a pedestal that they do not deserve. But you got a friend right? That you calling your best friend. But that person need to be honest with you and not to hold anything back. One friend telling another friend or another person, they know everything that you say. So the person not even loyal to you. So your friend slept with your guy or your gal, right? So my friend tore my life apart. So we got somebody friend that tore their life apart. You must let go of a friend that betrayed you and don't keep trying to hold on to the person for dear life. The person is no good. Okay, a friend you can call, a friend can help, but you got to call him or her. So this is a person you really can call with this layers card. You got to make sure who all you calling your friends is really worth even wasting your breath saying they are your friend. Okay? Got a lot of motives and antics and things going on with them. Okay, so this is another one. So we're going to do another one, okay? Okay, let's see what this one up here. Okay, with this one up here, let's just see. Okay, this one. Bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, so this one is what? Number 5335, right? So we have right here, you're going to call a friend to vent and tell them your problems. But you want to know if the friend can deliver, right? Right? Or you feel the friend is going to deliver. You're going to call a friend up and you feel that friend going to say what you need to hear or be there for you or whatever. But you might read the Bible, old-fashioned doctrine, right? Okay, so we have right here that you want your needs met, and you might want to camp out with this friend of yours, right? To get your needs met. So you need a car. But will you work for that car? So let's just see. So we have, you went to adoption agency, if not adoption agency, any kind of agency to get some help, whatever place it was, for somebody to help you. So we got 153, or you can mix the numbers around, could be part of anything from license, door number, phone number, social, court date, birth date, whatever it is, right? It could be part of anything. And at least 2 weeks, something gonna occur, let's just flow. Maybe you go into some kind of agency, okay. If you need to voice it, God said you got to release it. If you have to let it out, just let it out. As far as talking, maybe, some kind of talking you have to do. Looking at things superficial, dealing with the computer, though. Okay, so, bear with me. So, you want justice, or somebody wants justice, right? As far as something. You gonna see somebody tomorrow, or somebody gonna see you tomorrow? Wait a minute. Okay. Or whatever day in 2 weeks, or whatever this is, right? If not tomorrow. But somebody wants justice. Okay. Well, I have another baby. So somebody, well, I have another baby one day, but not just yet. So somebody lost a child. So if they lose a baby, they lost a child, or lost somebody that they care about. It should be a child, though. Okay, somebody lost a child. Okay, be a soldier in it, gonna have to be a soldier in it. Why do you care about your ex? So I don't know how the person lost their child, maybe to an adoption agency. If not, adoption agency to social services, I don't see no kind of death card, so some kind of way somebody lost their child. They want about the ex, though, so why they even want about the ex? Okay, so we got 3773. so your stepsister might have something to do with things. Something about a stepsister. 32, 23. Whoa, shucks. So we have when your mate needs you, you will assist because somebody got a sexual issue. When your mate needs you. So let's just go here. So you got to get help for your son or for your daughter, okay? In time, whatever the help you need, maybe from an agency or whatever this is. Okay, so you went somewhere, or you going somewhere, or you are somewhere where you should not be, an area. Peeling off the layers of guilt. So you peeling off the layers of guilt, the guilt that you have as far as something that you did or some place you hanging at that you have no business being. So if you hanging around a gang area and you know you're not a gang member, you should not be there. If you hanging around a place where there's a bunch of drug addicts and you're not a drug addict, you shouldn't be there. Get my drift. I don't want to go down the line naming everything. You somewhere you got no business being, and now you're peeling off the layers, or you're going to be peeling off the layers of guilt because you shouldn't have been there. Okay? Okay, so we got number 33, 193. Okay, so let's go. Okay, something was premeditated though. Somebody sick the dogs on you, or you're going to sick the dogs on somebody. So the dogs don't have to be real dogs. It could just be people, or the authorities, or people in general, or whatever this is. A crowd, or whatever this is. Something was super duper, and you had to take a breath as far as this situation. Okay, so lies took you there to feel like you was obligated though, as far as to be somewhere that you had no business being. Okay, so some kind of way you're gonna be in a car, or somebody gonna be on a car toward you. Speedway. You gorgeous or somebody's gorgeous. Follow me? So we have right here that if not your kidney, something as far as your body parts gonna get tampered with, even if it's blood work, whatever it is. Okay, if it's not an organ like the card said, kidney though, whatever it is, right? Or what happened already was something, okay? So can you, I wish I can control myself, but I wish I could be free with you. So some kind of way you wasn't free with somebody and you could not control yourself with somebody, and you couldn't be free with somebody. You let somebody control, seem like here, and you wasn't free. You let somebody control. Soon was not soon enough for you to take charge, so you're going to have to speak out about it, or you needed to speak out about it in a situation because you were somewhere you had no business being. You felt obligated. Lies took you there to make you think you should have, or you supposed that did something that you had no business doing, or being somewhere you had no business being, or whatever this is. Okay, so you're going to get that job. So some kind of way you was getting a job, or part of a job, or want a job, or whatever this is. So we have you was trying to hold it together, a job. It don't have to be a cooking show. You're just trying to hold something together as far as a job. Or somebody told you was getting a job and spoke to you about getting a job or anything like that. Okay? So let's just sit down. Let's take this away for a minute and I'll do the other one. Okay, with these, let's see. So we got an aunt that's up to no good. She has something up her sleeve. You got to find out. So if you are trapped, you got to get out. My family or friend. This card right here that's in my hand just simply means that if you're married, if you're in a relationship, you don't have to be married, but usually it's married, but if you're married or in a relationship and you're really not happy, you got to get out. My family or friend really is a marriage card. Or if you're not married, you got children with the person. Follow me? And if you're really not happy, you got to get out. You cannot stay trapped in a marriage or relationship that you are not happy in. If you are trapped, get out. It's God card. All of them is God cards, so but okay, she needs to tell her husband she wants out. Look, they back to back. Here's one right here and here another one. It's like the same thing, but she needs to tell her husband she wants out. They back to back. Okay? A stepmother is having an affair with dad's friend. So we got a stepmother of a child having an affair with her father's friend, whoever he is. Okay? She never did anything. Okay, let's flow. We got a sister that hates you. She never did anything good with her life. That is why she hates you. Okay? So we got another card. You know you must tell your wife. Because we got a person that's trying to be romantic with the sister-in-law. A mother love won't quit. Just do it. I heard myself say that in the other one. Okay, so we're going to leave those alone. So that's a set here. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, where did it go? This is not it, is it? Okay. We got 210. So we got cells, right? We got August 5th. We got August 5th, August 11th. So we have cells, family, right? So we got plenty of family, some kind of way. Plenty of family. Going to be pinpointing something, right? Because they're going to be falling. Follow me? Because they need to know how to filter it. Because they was juggling. Because somebody wanted to have a boss look. Dealing with money, the pension here. So we have how many? How many was trying to boss up? Okay, so we're going to take this as a bowling. So we know that's like when we bowl, we kind of we keep on throwing a ball until we get strikes. So they was bowling because they went against somebody who was angelic. This card say angelic on one side, so I'm gonna take it that way, right? Okay, and this say horses, so I'm gonna say that somebody was trying to ride or play the races, anything like that towards somebody. So we have doing some kind of unsure days at a place. Somebody decided that they can try and do that. I'm trying to use the cards because they was trying to pin something down plus whatever else. Something could be in a windowsill. Somebody wanted to have a boss look. Well, they do have a boss look, right? So, let's see. Somebody want to welcome in, maybe the boss look, right? To look boss. That means look good, okay? Okay. So we have right here, because somebody was anxious because they was falling in love, right? So maybe on a Monday something happened. and somebody want to come together because somebody is out in the cold. So I'm trying to use these cards the best I can. So yeah, so we got angel number 22, angel number 502, angel number 1312, angel number 210 over there. So we got August 5th, August 11th. Okay, somebody might do something by a pool, might see something by a pool, something on a pool, anything as far as a pool. Somebody needs to filter it because somebody was looking at how many it was. Somebody wanted to boss up as far as money. Somebody wanted to ride or play the races. Okay, taking their shots, taking their strike, because it's a bowling card, so you keep on throwing that ball until you get the strikes right. You keep it up until you win right at a place. Unsure, uncertain, because they was pinpointing something, because they wanted a boss look, dealing with something could be in a windowsill or anything as far as a windowsill. They was trying to pin something down or whatever, plus whatever else. They wanted to welcome it in, and they saw the picture, because it says see a picture. They saw a picture or whatever it is they wanted to make happen, and they done it, or they pinned a picture somewhere. Follow me? So somebody was anxious because they was falling in love, or they was in love. So we got September 1st. Well, I think that's it for this set right here. Okay, so take any of them that you hear. I'm just separating. Okay, so we have these now, right? Let's just see what we got. So we're gonna be finished soon. Right? Let's see. We're gonna be finished soon. Okay, so which one we on? Okay, let's see. Okay, you gotta think twice before you make any moves, because you're gonna be playing Russian roulette or somebody you know. Because somebody was juggling their problems, right? But didn't want to hear no more conquest, because it was some no nonsense thinking out of somebody, because if somebody could pick have their way, they would pick greed. There's a silent treatment between you and somebody doing your part in anything in life issues you was going to do with this person. So somebody was dealing with credit, dealing with money, dealing with inheritance right here. So we have right here somebody want to chalk it up or did chalk it up, and it's time to move on with their life, or they want to, right? So we have right here the next one. Somebody was sick of the fiasco and said, I'm ready maybe to chalk it up, to change up things or whatever. So somebody was looking for work, dealing with people of another race, or it don't have to be, but it could be. Okay, so we got genocide of this one right here is somebody wanted to commit genocide, or they did, or anything like that, but the person is a prize, or your race is a prize, and you're trying to commit genocide against your race, but God says that the person is a prize. Okay, so you got to look under the pillow. Something could be under the pillow. You could have put something under the pillow, or anything as far as under the pillow, right? So I'm not taking the loss well. So somebody not taking a loss well. So somebody might have been putting something under their pillow or anything like that. They're not taking a loss well. Some loss that they got, that they had, because they was trying to acquire a domain, or they did acquire some kind of domain, right? So we have right here that somebody need to wean themselves from their studies, or is trying to get somebody else to wean the person self from the person's studies. So what is this? Somebody going to sit in a chair in a car. It don't have to be a hatchback, but whatever kind of car. Somebody is bruised and feel faint, feel a certain way, but a warning is coming for somebody. What makes a happy home a happy ever after? right? For the person to stay home makes a happy ever after, but a warning is coming for somebody. So why did somebody worry about your sex life, or why did you worry about somebody? Because somebody feel like they aim to please you, right? So somebody wanted somebody to come see about them, come see about me, right? So we have number 8, number 1, 18. Somebody is off the wall, right? And somebody else have to be the captain of the person's own ship, right? So we have that. Somebody got an adopted dad, or somebody who act like they somebody's father, right? Adopted dad, or somebody who act like they your father. So we got 15 or 51. Okay, so we have somebody who might come and travel, or you might go and travel too. Follow me? Because somebody might be talking about you, and God said, if you're going to keep talking about the person, maybe you need to go back there and talk to the person, or take it the other way, okay? So we have New York, or whatever place it is, right? Somebody is going to be sincere about going out of town, going somewhere, right? So it's a racial act. And somebody going to seek justice against a racial act, because somebody had a problem with somebody's race. So if it's not a racial act, somebody thought they're better than somebody, right? You looked at somebody as less than, right? Or whatever you did, if it's not racial. Somebody doing some pill popping, right? And they just fooling their own self. As far as somebody might live in a county, you know, somebody might like bologna, somebody might like lunchy meat, somebody is fooling themselves, might be saying that they don't pop pills, but they do, however they pop them, right? So we got poles, so some kind of way, you might be dealing with a light that have a hole that have a light in it, right? Or shining a light inside some kind of hole, a flashlight, wash machine, down your drain, down your toilet, all of them are holes, and you can shine a flashlight down in case something is wrong, right? Or outside somewhere with the workmen. So we have right here that somebody want to hug really bad, right? But that person had a chance, some ex of yours, and that person need to face it now. So somebody got some bills that are stored. They stored well, but you need to pay your bills, right? So we got books. So somebody might got a lot of books, some kind of way. Or you might be dealing with some books, or something about books, whatever it may be. Right? You matter though. So you're going to be a chairperson of your life. You might have been silent. You might have been in silence. Or somebody might wanted to silence you, or whatever this is. Because we got genocide over there. But you matter, right? You might have been dealing with a population of people who wanted to silence you over here. But God said your life matter. Genocide, right? So we have that somebody is pregnant, or getting pregnant, or already had the baby, anything like that. Dealing with baby milk. Somebody wants you to crack the door on a situation, or just crack the door in general, so the person can talk maybe, but this person did you dirty. Follow me? So will you honor your wife or husband? So will this person, or will you, whoever it is, honor your wife or your husband? Because never argue with fate, because fate is fate. Okay? Somebody want to treat you to your favorite, something that you really like, something that's sweet, whatever it is, right? Because it is late. Will we work on it? So somebody want to work on something, but it's too late, but the person still want to see if the person can work on something with you and treat you to something. But this person made a bunch of excuses for the person's fear, but God telling you don't make no excuses for your fear, right? Because the person was reflecting something out, but always knowing what was inside of the person. So the person was reflecting something out, but the person knew what was inside the person, right? So it was a tirade, it might be a tirade, might be a fuss or anything like that wherever you live. Don't have to be Detroit, wherever you live though. Because of a person saying, I want to come, and once you crack the door and talk, it might be a fuss, anything like that. If you open the door even. Okay? So we have, what is this one? So we got a guy that needed to just leave because he did it to you, whatever he did. I don't know. Or female, whichever one to say he on the card, he did it to you, whatever he did. Right? We got 33. And we got number 6, right? So we had the last one, somebody is gay. Right? If he or she becomes trans, you are not obligated to take this person back. Right? So, okay, let's see. Okay, a lot of wounds. So we have right here that you got a brother, he needs treatment, or he needs to talk to somebody because he got a lot of wounds that he need to heal from. Because you got a real life foe as a neighbor that hates your existence. That's in the middle, right? So we gotta go with this one right here. So we got a neighbor, our brother so far, let's see, our grandma. So let me just put them in order. So let's just see for a minute, bear with me. Let me see if I can kind of get them in order. Okay. Okay, so this, I'm gonna go with the neighbors for a minute. So you got nosy neighbor moments, right? We got some kind of neighbors who nosy, watching every move you make, hearing every word you speak if you're outside, that hate your existence in the neighborhood. Okay, you got a real life foe as a neighbor, God said, right? And that's just one set. The other one I just said was, you have a brother that needs treatment, that needs to talk to somebody, right? Because he got a lot of wounds that he needs to heal from. So the next one is, we got the grandma. Grandma barely talks to us. And you're going to be finding out your grandma, somebody going to be finding out their grandma is dying, but she barely even talked to us, to her grandkids evidently, right? Or to her children or whoever. Okay? So it is solid that somebody going to some city, wherever they going at, I guess to live or whatever, they making arrangements or whatever's going on there. So we had this one right here. So we got an aunt that tried to get us taken from our mother. I feel a certain way about her now because she tried to get us taken away from our mother. She had to prove it in a situation because it was some kind of digital stuff that she saw or she gathered to try to get us taken away from our mother. We got 2/19, September 21st, September the 12th. she's happy about it. So we have an uncle that wants to live with us. So, got an uncle that want to live with us. Uncle live with us. You want uncle live with you. Okay, so we got an uncle that wants to live with you. You are not happy about it. So we got the children not happy about that uncle want to live with them, and they not happy that their aunt is trying to get them taken away from their mother, and she gonna prove it some kind of way in a situation. So that means the aunt and the uncle and the kids gonna be in the same house some kind of way. So kind of digital stuff is gonna prove something, I guess, on the mother in a situation where the children might get taken away. So we had this one. Did you get help to light up your light? So the uncle over here, he needs some help because he need to go to some kind of program group or something because he needs some kind of healing because he's damaged really bad, maybe from childhood or whatever's going on with him. So we have, during the prime time, we got a man. Name could be Philip. Don't have to be. Could be Jay. Don't have to be. Okay. It's going to be dealing with, in a prime time, going to be dealing with a man as far as a child, maybe. A child that's missing. Or a child that's something going on with the child. Missing, or it could be adoption. Is a child, something going on with the child though. Where you might have a picture of the child. It might be a child who's not alive. It might be a obituary. It might be a funeral home. Whatever it is a picture of a child. Prime time, let's see. The stepmother punished one of the children. She went too far and the child was in a hospital. So it could be where the poster child. So it could be where this stepmother punished the child and she went too far. The child ended up in the hospital. So it could be where his stepmother is going to be the one that's going to be in the office during the prime time. And the child was the poster child. It's going to be the child that's going to be on exhibit. A hole in the middle of it. So I don't know as far as the hole in the middle of it. I don't really know. Maybe she might get put in jail. Get what I'm saying? Maybe that would be it. Maybe she won't get locked up about it because she went too far with her discipline. Okay, so we have right here, Dad is hurt, and it's going to be a family gathering because Dad is hurt, right? And he might have to get some help to light up his light, right? Maybe about his child being abused by the stepmother, or over here as far as children getting taken from the mother over here, that the aunt is trying to get taken away, or up here with the grandma, finding out the grandma is dying. She barely talks to us, to her own children, to her grandkids. And her son, it might be her son, and he hurt because his mother didn't even tell him. It's going to be a family gathering maybe to light up that light some kind of way. And he going to have to get some kind of help some kind of way to help him to even cope. Let's just say. So we have that somebody's always making up lies. The aunt, the uncle, the brother, the children, or somebody's always making up lies, right? In the back in your mind, Somebody's making up lies. So somebody's been making up lies out of one of these situations. Maybe the one where the stepmother abused the child and beat the child so bad, or whatever she did to put the child in the hospital. Maybe she feel like the child always telling lies all the time. But still, I don't give her a reason to be beating on the child like that. I don't care if the child told 600 lies. So, pull it out of the closet. Something in a closet, in a pocket, coat pocket, or just in a closet in general that belonged to dad, belonged to somebody. Why did those people take my dad away? So somebody's dad getting taken away? Some kind of way? For whatever reasons, right? He might be going to a whole nother city and state, county, or whatever, I don't know. Okay. With friends like her, who needs any? So this is a friend card. So we got a friend that's not the best kind of friend, right? Because with friends like her, who needs any friends if they're gonna be like whoever this lady is, just a friend, right? So we got a friend that stole her other friend. One friend stole the other friend's car and her clothes. With friends like her, who needs friends if they're gonna be like this here? So this is a set too. So anything that go with you out of anything I'm saying, right? Let's just go. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, this is it. It's the last one. So let's just see what I can get out of this. Might be around greenery. Okay. Okay, so we're going to deal with somebody who lifeless. Somebody who your kin folks. Somebody. Okay. Lost time on the couch. So let's see if I can pull it. Something could happen between 10:30 a.m. 10:30 p.m. August 27th. Okay. Somebody gonna spend something around because it's boss time. On the couch, on a chair, something gonna be spent around because it might be a decoy some kind of way. Okay, August 23rd. So we got numbers 421. Okay, somebody gonna spend something around maybe and welcome in a decoy. But it's gonna fall. Somebody might be calling for God right here, Lord, over here. Or somebody might actually fall by greenery and become lifeless. Somebody who related to you, and they're going to be calling out to God outside or wherever they at. Okay. Let's just roll a little bit. Somebody have anxiousness because they fell, maybe outside, maybe by a statue, or maybe you just gonna have to be strong yourself from finding out that somebody died, you know. So we have like 1 o'clock between 1 a.m., 1 p.m. It might be where you're going to be speaking at a funeral or something like that. And you're going to be like a statue. And that just simply means speaking at the funeral, anything like that. So we have that. We got September 15th. So a storm is brewing. Because it's going to be a decoy over here. Somebody wants sensitivity, surely. Somebody want it. So, are you molded? Because somebody was molded. Somebody might have been sipping on something, or just sipping on being molded. Okay? Somebody might be dealing with their joints, and they need a miracle worker as far as their joints. And that could be why the person fell over here, because the person got a problem with their joints, or let's just go. Something could happen between 2:30 a.m. 2:30 p.m. Okay, it could be what is this? Misty outside. Something could be unclear over here where somebody was molded. Are you molded? Something might have been unclear to you. Or over here outside, it could have been misty, could have been foggy. Let's see, what is this called? I can't really see it good. I can't tell what it say. Okay, so we got the same card again, or is it the same card? Let's see. I think it's the same words. Let's see. Yep, same word, statue. Okay. So we got statue again. Okay. So you're gonna hit the light a candle. So lighting a candle right here, I feel like we got somebody kinfolk, somebody you care about, or a relative, or somebody you really care about that's going to be lifeless. Okay, you're going to be lighting a candle for celebration of life, anything like that. Okay, and they say the statue, but I'm going to use it as, you might hear some kind of pictures of the person, right? You might speak at the funeral about the person. You might talk about God, the Lord. Person might have felt some kind of way outside near greenery. Maybe August 17th. Okay, so we have right here anxiousness. Person might have had anxiousness because the person might have had trouble with the person's joints. Needed a miracle worker. It might have been unclear. It might have been rainy. Might have been foggy. Anything going on with the weather. Or the person just was uncertain about something, but the person died some kind of way. Might be some kind of funeral where the time would be between 12 o'clock a.m. 2:30 p.m. Anything like that. So over here in the middle, it's gonna be boss time, where somebody gonna sit on the couch, because something gonna get spent around August 27th. Okay, because we got a fall again. Or something happened in the fall, or maybe about something that happened in the fall, I can say it that way. Or somebody gonna fall, and that would be that person over there you heard me say. So I'm gonna say that somebody welcoming in somebody to sit on a couch, because it's gonna be boss time to do some kind of talking, because something was unclear to somebody, right? And surely somebody wants some sensitivity, because a storm is brewing as far as a situation, maybe September 15th, because somebody going to spend things around August 27th as far as a decoy. Somebody was a decoy or is a decoy August 23rd, because somebody was molded. Are you molded? Somebody was sipping on being molded, or was molded, or they was unsure that they was molded, or whatever it is, and got to state things clear, something like that. Something was unclear, but it's going to be cleared up or something like that. Okay, about a decoy. So we got that right there. So that's it right there. Okay, that's it. So if any of them go with you, take it.